2025-26 Broadway at the Paramount season is coming in hot, as you would say. The first show opened this week at Tony and Grammy award-winning Broadway musical, Some Like It Hot. And today we're joined by two unforgettable characters in this classic comedy. The charming saxophonist turned cross-dressing fugitive, Joe, also known as Josephine, and the sweet, sultry singer with a heart of gold, Sugar Cane. Welcome to both of you. Thanks so much for being here. Matt Loehr is Joe, Josephine, and Leandra Ellis-Gaston. You guys are Broadway vets. Way too many credits to count here. So let's talk about what's happening in Seattle. The show opened on Tuesday night.
Yep.
How was opening night, Matt?
Oh, it was a great high-energy night. We had a really nice time. It was a great way to kick off. We just hit a year mark of the show, and so this was our first night of our second year of tour.
Congratulations, Leandra. Good opening night for you too.
Yes, it was incredible. The Seattle energy was really nice to come into.
I always ask myself, what's better, to go on opening night or closing night?
Ooh.
What do you prefer?
I say closing, but I think
The anticipation of opening night is pretty exciting.
yes.
I would say closing too, or I always say like in the middle.
Yes, I think a Thursday is always the best day.
I love it. I love a Thursday. It's all. I mean, like opening night is always really great energy, but you know, especially when you're on tour and you're in a new space, you're getting used to all the new things.
Welcome to Seattle, by the way. Are you enjoying your time so far?
Oh,
I
Seattle.
love it here. It's my fourth time being here with the show.
Oh,
so.
good. Let's talk about the show.
Got it.
Okay.
For people who have not seen Some Like It Hot, it is iconic. It's hilarious. Just wrap up the show for someone who hasn't seen the movie or seen the show before. What's the storyline?
Okay, we're focusing on two best friends / brothers in a way, Joe and Jerry, who are jazz musicians and also song and dance men, who unfortunately witness a mob murder at their latest club. And when they hide in a dressing room, noticing that there is women's clothing in there, realize there is an all-female jazz band going out that's going to get to San Diego. We need to disguise ourselves as women, get out there, and we will hop over to Mexico and be safe. You can imagine that is not the easiest thing to undergo. Along the way, a lot of self-discovery and transformation occurs, and we meet the gorgeous Sugar Cane. And
yeah, by the way, in radio, we don't dress like this. You are dressed to the nines. You are gorgeous.
Oh, sorry, I'm from the South.
Feel like
It's
a
in me.
schlub.
No, you're not a schlub. You're gorgeous.
All right. So, Leandra, you play an iconic character. All the characters in this show are iconic. But for you, how do you balance the iconic character and bringing your own personality to that character?
Yeah, I'm lucky because Marilyn Monroe is, I
You're
call her.
playing a part that Marilyn
I
Monroe
know, a
played.
national treasure, really,
Yeah.
really. So it's nice to be able to kind of give a wink of the eye to her often in the show. The way in which I dip my hips, the way in which my body language kind of tells the story without me opening my mouth. But also too, I think I get to bring a little bit of sass and a lot of bit of heat to Sugar Cane.
Mhm.
I think in the movie she was somebody that was kind of naive, and I'm able to play her somebody who's a little bit more quick-witted and a little bit more savvy. She just happens to, she's just a sucker for a saxophonist and a sucker for music. So
How is it to play Joe and Josephine? Is that difficult?
I mean, it's fantastic to get to tap into all different sides of yourself. And it's a really great thing for the character in terms of his arc, too, because Joe is not the most thoughtful, not the most morally upright figure. And by having to disguise himself as Josephine and jump into like what it feels like to be in a woman's shoes, he really does discover empathy. I mean, he falls head over heels over Sugar Cane, but his normal shtick cannot work that way. So he actually does develop a lot of wonderful, thoughtful attributes. And so it's, vocally, it's a very interesting thing too. There might be another character that Joe enters too, that is another aspect that he gets to explore as well in this. So it is a lot of fun as an actor to tap into all of that. And also tap dancing in high heels is surprisingly enjoyable.
How much did you have to practice?
It wasn't that bad. I hate to say the running and
Need to wear heels.
okay, but Matt has done 1100 Broadway shows.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So it not being hard for him is easy to say.
But I will say running in high heels is awful.
I'm glad you're saying that live. I do it often.
That is.
Leandra, I think I might know the answer to this, but what is your personal favorite musical number?
My favorite musical number. Oh.
It's not I Want to Be Loved by You.
Well.
Oh, is there a story there?
There's a version of that in the show, but it's not. I don't want to give it away. You
Okay.
have to see
No
it to get
spoilers.
it.
No
I get it.
spoilers.
I will say the first number that Sugar sings by herself is pretty fun. Yeah. But she sings a number at the end of the show that I think is you should stay to see.
Yes, 100%.
Super high energy, right? Like what do you want people to who come to see the show? What do you want them to get out of it? Just a good time, or?
I mean, yes, this is a big Broadway musical. You have huge tap dancers. You have Tony Award-winning costumes, hundreds of gorgeous costumes on that stage, and it and real old school musical comedy with what I call a modern cultural sensibility that's anchored in this message of love and respect. But we want you tap dancing out the aisles. We want you to just be laughing and experience some joy, and maybe, get a little escape from the day-to-day grind of existence that way.
What was it like for you guys when you hear the iconic line, "Nobody's perfect"? I mean, everybody knows that line, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it kind of blow your mind that you're the ones in the show where they say nobody's perfect?
Yes.
Like an out-of-body experience almost?
I mean,
but then again, you're seasoned vet.
There's a nice twist on that too that I don't want to
no spoilers.
That I don't want to give away with that. But I love how they took that most iconic line from the film and turned it into something originally applied beautiful for our version.
Yeah. I think it's also cool too because the movie is so iconic.
Mm-hmm.
To bring it around the country has been just so much fun.
Yeah.
But also too, it's like we kind of bring it into modern times, which I think helps people have a new perspective on the world through our show.
I keep catching myself saying iconic, and sometimes I think that word is overused, but it's very appropriate for this show. Right?
It is. It also has this old Hollywood glamour.
Yeah.
It has this old Hollywood joy. You just will sit in the audience and you'll be able to cry, laugh, and dance.
Did you learn anything about yourself while doing this show?
Yeah, I feel like I've been able to anchor a lot of confidence and vulnerability through Sugarcane. She tells this really sultry line between having to be a woman in society, but also trying to find strength in what that means and being an individual. And I feel like the character's been able to help me tap into that more as a person.
Matt?
I mean, confidence and vulnerability actually applies to my role as well. I think in this, I've never played a character where you have to put so much of yourself out there in that sense, and that by literally playing other people and tapping into all those sides. The other thing I've learned a lot about myself with the show is a true test of endurance of
walking in heels and dancing.
Yes, and singing full huge songs while your heart rate is at cardio peak levels. I mean, it is a real workout that way.
Here's a chance for your sales pitch. If someone's on the fence, why should they come see Some Like It Hot at the Paramount? Because it's awesome?
I know. Because it's awesome. Because you will leave with a song in your heart and a dance in your feet.
You guys, go ahead.
I would just say you'll be surprised at how much joy you feel after the show. It's been so nice to hear people's reactions of people who know the movie and love the movie, how it shifts. And then so many people have said, I have no idea what the show is about or what to expect. And I was so surprised, and it just feels so good afterwards.
I just have a personal question before we have to wrap up. We're talking with Matt Loehr, who plays Josephine in the show, and Leandra Ellis-Gaston, who is Sugar. You don't get to your level of being an actor without a lot of hard work. I have a 14-year-old who's going into high school. She loves musical theater. Okay. What's your advice to young actors? It's hard work, right?
Yeah. I guess my biggest advice would always be to place yourself in as much things as possible.
Yes.
Like, I think tap into your community, tap into your schools, tap into your environment would be the biggest thing. Like, there is art everywhere. And I think that it exists like right in your neighborhood. And so I would tell young artists, like, just continue to look for it in so many places. That would be my biggest thing. And don't stop. And the moment you feel a little cringe, you're onto something. You know, like the moment where it feels a little tacky or out of trend, keep going.
Push yourself.
Push yourself to do it.
Yeah, you have to love the work, because I taught at a college for a few years. I always say, like, the training and the journey never stops. You're a living, breathing body, so you're gonna continually be learning and discovering more about yourself. And especially with musical theater, this comes with some serious skill sets. So there's a lot of self-discipline that is required in terms of that, like a piano player, daily practice in that sense, to be able to be comfortable executing things naturally, because that's what the best compliment to hear from anybody is like, you just make it look so easy.
Mhm.
And it's anything but easy, but
Right.
that is what the process is about. And it never ends, but that should be the joy. Anne Reinking was a big mentor of mine, and she used to say the joy is in the work. And I think that's very true. The joy is in the work with something like this.
I really wish we had more time,
I
but
know.
we have to run. Best of luck with the rest of the show. Enjoy your time in Seattle, and you guys are great. Thanks for coming by today.
Thanks
Thanks.
for
It's great
having
talking
us.
to you.
You bet. Matt Loehr, Josephine, and Some Like It Hot, and Leandra Ellis-Gaston. Get your tickets for the Paramount. You can stop by the box office or go to Ticketmaster.com or stgpresents.org.